Good morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Wednesday, October 17th, 2012. I'd like to congratulate Radio Newark for enrolling China News International as part of their lineup. Good for them. Last night was the second presidential debate between Barack Obama and Mitt Romney. It was a decidedly more picked up affair. There are plenty of news items about this. Early Tuesday morning, there was a big art theft in Rotterdam, the Netherlands. Approximately 7 works were stolen from the walls of a private museum. Works of Picasso, Monet, Gauguin, and Matisse, potentially worth hundreds of millions of euros, were stolen. Expert said that the thieves knew exactly what they were after. The heist at the Kunsthal Museum is one of the largest in years in Holland. It's a stunning blow for the private Triton Foundation collection, which is being exhibited publicly in the museum. The museum director declined to say any details regarding how the thieves got in and out, but she said that the security at the museum is state-of-the-art and functional. Police arrived there 5 minutes after the first alarm was sounded. The Art Loss Register, which is an international compendium of artworks, said that the items taken could be worth hundreds of millions of euros if sold legally at auction. However, it said that of course is now impossible because they're stolen. The paintings taken were Picasso 1971 Harlequin Head, Claude Monet's Waterloo Bridge, London, and Charing Cross Bridge, London, a Matisse 1919 Reading Girl in white and yellow, a Gauguin Girl in front of open window, as well as several others. The art registry said that the thieves have limited options. They might seek a ransom from the owners of the museum, or they could sell the paintings on the black market for a fraction of the cost. However, the museum said they are fully insured. This could be a very big claim. It's unknown yet who's on it. Willis, the third biggest broker, made an announcement. They have found a replacement for their outgoing CEO and chairman, Joe Plumeri. The replacement is Dominic Casserly. Mr. Casserly comes to the company after 29 years with a consulting company, McKinsey & Company. That's the same company that provided Greg Case, who is the current CEO of Aon. Steve Hearn is he's currently the chairman and chief executive of Willis Global. He's going to be the number 2 man, the deputy CEO at Willis Group. There was an earthquake in southern Maine last night about 7:15 p.m. It's about 30 miles outside of Portland, Maine. It was a 4.0. It lasted for about 10 seconds. It didn't cause any damage, but it was felt in New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine, and Connecticut. People in Boston were a little rattled. Some interesting numbers coming out economically. First in London, UK jobless claims unexpectedly fell and payrolls rose to a record high. It's thought that the London Olympics might have helped this. Jobless benefits fell 4,000 down to about 1.5 million in September, and the number of people who are working surged up to 29.6 million. This is the highest since records began in 1971. In the United States, construction on new homes accelerated by 15% in September, up to an annual rate of 872,000. Economists had been expecting 770,000. Zurich Insurance Group surprised investors this morning when it announced that they were going to escrow about $550 million as a pre-tax charge in the third quarter for increased claims reserve on its German medical malpractice and architects and engineers business. The global insurance giant estimated that it would drop third quarter net income by almost $400 million. Shares in Zurich's trading price in Europe fell about 3.5% after the announcement was made. There was a big fire in Wisconsin's largest dairy farm yesterday afternoon at the Rosendale Dairy near the Fond du Lac, Winnebago County line at about 2:20 p.m. A spokesman from Milk Source Limited Liability Company, which owns the Rosendale Dairy, said that the fire's damage included about $500,000 estimate for the feed and commodity shed, as well as a loss to another structure which was insured for about $1 million. Rosendale Dairy has 8,500 cows working at this dairy, producing about 78,000 gallons of milk a day. No damage was done to the cows, and the dairy is still working as usual. Yesterday, federal agents finally got into action and raided the New England Compounding Center in Framingham, Massachusetts. That's the facility that has been traced as the source of the meningitis outbreak in the U.S. that has killed 16 people. And this is not a surprise, although it's sad. Nike announced this morning that it is severing ties with the famed cyclist Lance Armstrong, citing insurmountable evidence that Mr. Armstrong participated in doping and misled the company for more than a decade. He misled a lot of people, apparently. The clothing and footwear company said this morning it was ending Armstrong's contract with great sadness. It said that it will continue to support the initiatives of Armstrong's foundation, Live Strong, which is a cancer nonprofit organization. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.